Good morning and welcome to Taketsugu-san from Horizon in Japan, and it's good evening with you, Taketsugu-san. So welcome to INKISH.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity.
And soon you and I will meet in person because we're going to Lucerne, to the wonderful Lucerne and to the wonderful Hunkeler Innovationdays. Have you missed it?
Yeah. It's been quite a while since last time happened, right? So we are very much excited about.
Yeah, and if you think of it for a moment, I think that also because of your close relationship with Hunkeler through many years, I think that you inspire each other. Because when I saw the Think Smart Factory event, I think that Think Smart Factory event and Hunkeler Innovation Days by far are the two best events in the world. So congratulations on that part too, right?
Yeah, thank you very much. Hunkeler has been organizing, such a nice event. So we wanted to have similar kind. So we try to organize, as much as we can. So.
Yeah, and I was to be honest, I was positively surprised because the last time you and I met, that was at the INKISH show in Tokyo, and I mean you had the biggest booth of all exhibitors, and if you can't get, there's this old saying, I don't know if it's a global saying, but it's like, if the Muhammad will not come to the mountain, you bring the mountain to the Muhammad, right? And what you did at INKISH was basically making sure that if people can't travel, then you just bring the entire Think Smart Factory concept to the people, right? So how was INKISH for you? I now it's been a while since it took place. Have you got some good business out of it?
Yeah, after IGAS, we have many talk with the customers. You were there, so but our concept for the IGAS was integrated factory automation. So we integrate everything together, printers and workflows and robotic arm, AGV. So those kind of, trend are becoming actually reality right now because, people are struggling for labor shortage or labor, cost increase or those matters. So they are trying to get into, that era. So we are serious talk with the customer right now.
When I was at IGAS, and I in particular, everybody was showing robots to an extent that I have not seen before. But when I saw your booth, I'm sometimes thinking that are you a little bit ahead of time, or is it actually now that the PSPs and binderies are investing in these technologies from your perspective?
So, some early adapting company has been investing, for those kind of robotic arm and things like maybe a couple of years ago. But now everybody are serious, looking into it. So we are guessing, more and more project is going through, in next few years.
And as you said, of course, labor shortage is one of the reasons for it. But I still think also that it's a good financial decision to basically, because if you look at some of the machines, you can have one operator instead of two operators, or sometimes have two operators instead of three operators. So I think also financially it makes a lot of sense to have investments in robots and AGVs and all these amazing automation opportunities, right?
Yeah, that's true. And in addition to that, traditionally, post-press is a little bit,
labor intensive, right?
Labor intensive, heavy work and a little bit dirtier. Yeah. But we would like to, try to motivate the people who will be involved in a post-press business for more intelligent work. So maybe the binder operator can be robot operator, right? And
precisely,
and forklift operator can be, AGV, controller or those kind of things. So we can maybe attract younger people to get into this post-press area as well. So.
And that was actually one of the things I also liked about IGAS, because you had in the other hall across the hallway, you had actually a very nicely decorated BQ was it a 280 or no 400? 500, yeah. With the 2 robot arms that basically were just circling around, so you could see how AGVs and robot arms could work together. And that was in the area where you wanted to attract young people. Did you get any good feedback on that as well?
Yeah. Actually, we have that good feedback from the college student and so on. And actually, in Tokyo, we have a trade show now, and really? We are showing the same technology.
You forgot to invite me.
It's a smaller scale.
I know. I'm just joking.
But at that show, we have same system showing there. Yeah.
And Taketsugu-san, I can't help think about, because I mean, every time I meet you and every time I meet some of your colleagues, it seems that Horizon is spending a lot of money on R&D and a lot of money on marketing, but also investing in partnerships. Because I mean, when you talk about AGVs, when you talk about robots, and also the software integration side to it, the time where you as a binding manufacturer were like an island where you could just be yourself is over, right? You have to work with everybody and integrate to everybody today. How important and how easy/difficult is it for a company like Horizon to have all these partnerships and make sure that it works for the benefit of your customers?
Yeah, and working with the partnership, all the vendors is pretty important for us, because if we show or if we develop by ourselves, it's just a standalone solution, right? But the people are now looking for more integrated solution. And to do it, we have to collaborate with everybody. Maybe partner, even competitor, we have to collaborate together, right? But the truth is, all the customers are looking for more collaboration between vendor and vendor. Because, not everybody has only Horizon product. And then other competitors' product, but we have to integrate together. Otherwise, it will be isolated. So that's important.
And I think that it actually hits the head of the nail here, because when I've been visiting a lot of printing companies, as you know, I always ask them kind of, why are you choosing this kind of equipment? And they basically said, for the type of business, for the type of applications, for the financial resources we have, we always try to pick the best of different breeds in order to make sure that you have a machine set up that supports your business. And I think it's good that you realize this, and I think it's great that of course Horizon also works with the competitors. So Taketsugu-san, you are one of the premium partners at Hunkeler Innovationdays, and obviously Hunkeler and Horizon has worked together for years. When you come to a show like Hunkeler Innovationdays, what is your what is it you want to focus on when you show? What technology will you show there?
So Hunkeler Innovationdays is more concentrate for continuous printing, right? So we will be focused on continuous solutions. So for example, at the Hunkeler Innovation this time, we will have, in our booth, we will have 2 solutions. And also we will have 2 solutions at the Hunkeler booth.
Oh, okay, nice. And can you share what kind of solutions you will show?
Yeah, in our booth, we will be showing Stitch Liner Mark V for saddle stitching production. That is one. And another one in our booth is the case binding preparation line. So we will make from the roll to signature folding and making a book block and inserting end seat. And feeding into the perfect binder, and apply gauze on the spine to finish, the book block for the case binding. So that's another solution. Yeah.
And when you mentioned that, I can give you a little promise here, because when we published this interview, we were so fortunate that actually before the machines were published, we were asked to come to 2 German customers that were, I would say, kind of beta size for both the Mark V, but also for the case binding solution. So I will make a link to those films at this part of this interview, because I think it was great. So what will you have on Hunkeler booth?
So at the Hunkeler booth, we are excited to show one new solution actually, integrating with the Hunkeler cut and stack line. So cut and stack line, Hunkeler will be delivering 2 up or 3 up, and feeding into our Perfect binder as an inline with no gluing.
Oh, fantastic! So that sounds interesting. I look forward to see that.
Yeah. That's actually, so for many years, customers are looking for it. So we are excited to show it.
Now you say that your customers have asked for this solution for many years. I was just thinking that for those who doesn't know, and including myself, how do innovation gets along? I mean, let's say that you want to do this line here, and you say that customers have asked for it for a long time. Is it something where you sit down with your management and Hunkeler management and say, hey, we got this request, how should we go on with this? Or is it also a matter of how technology, let's say, matures so it makes it easier and more viable to do it financially? Or how is the process for new things?
Yeah, actually, when we collaborate with the Hunkeler, Hunkeler has a nice piece and we have a piece. So we, each think about, how we can integrate together to provide a better solution for the customer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
No, my question was more like, okay, so because of course there is a business decision when you start investing in new technology, but I was also thinking there is an engineering kind aspect to it, and both of you are very, very good engineering companies as well. So I was just wondering how do you get from an idea to a finished product?
So it's actually, customer driven and also engineering driven, both sides. Sometimes, customer demand, and then we think each other and then provide a solution to the market. And sometimes, Hunkeler and us sit together and then think about what would be the better, solution, and then that solution come true. So both cases is, possible.
And of course, you also have the advantage that when you work together on the product side, if you look at for example, the distribution in America, which is like a huge and important market for both of you, you share the same distribution partner, so you can also relatively easy bring it to market. Where if you were like working with competitors, it would be more difficult, maybe, right?
Yeah. Fortunately, we have a very good, dealer, both, distributing Hunkeler part and then our part. So those distributors are, providing good information to probably, to Hunkeler and to us, and then match together. So that kind of, effect as well.
How many people will Horizon be at? How many people will you bring to Switzerland?
So including Horizon Germany, we'll have around 20 people.
Oh, so there's a good opportunity to meet specialists and management and salespeople and everything like that, right?
Yeah. All the important people will be there.
All the important people will be there. And as you know, we are going to film the setup from your booth actually before the show starts. So already Monday morning, when the Innovation Day starts, we will be able to show some of the things we've been talking about here today. Taketsugu-san, I was just wondering, what is your expectations? Because we expect a lot of people to come, but what is the main takeaway for Horizon when you decide to go to an event like this? Is the main takeaway to show technology and see, what comes through of a business, or is it also very measured in how much orders you get from a show like this?
So ordering, at the show might be a little difficult for this, kind of trend, but because, Hunkeler is inviting such a great customers to this event. So it's a great opportunity for us to show our solution to customer in real time. For these years, many things were virtual, but we can actually able to show it in front of the customer. So that is a great opportunity for us.
And I think that, as you also said, because when you have an Innovation Days where I think it's anticipated to be 6,500, 7,000 people attending, we have the time because everything is so much focused on technology. And at the same time, I also think that when you talk about the partnerships even with competitors, you also, as Horizon, have the opportunity to talk to both the print partners and also the other finishing partners to basically be even better in the future, right?
Yeah. That's actually the Hunkeler Innovation Days has a good atmosphere to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Not like a Drupa or bigger show, but in a decent size hall. Everybody there. So it's a great opportunity to talk to each other as well.
Yeah. Well, anything else that we should expect from Horizon at Innovation Days, or does this cover it pretty much?
Yeah, that covers pretty much. But as mentioned, we will have 4 solutions in the hall, and also our distributor, Switzerland distributor, are bringing 4 our standalone machines: puppet binder, creaser folder, folders, and then 3-side trimmers. So we can cover many things at the Hunkeler Innovation Days.
It sounds like a great way and a great opportunity to learn, but it also seems like a great way to just dig into new technology, right?
Yeah.
Well, Taketsugu-san, I can't wait to see you and your wonderful colleagues again in Lucerne, and I hope you will have a very safe trip. It's not so many weeks from now that we are going to see each other and have hopefully a very, very good event. And I think a lot of people have been anticipating the Innovation Days because it had been cancelled 2 times, right? So it's just really, really great. So I want to thank you very much for being part of this little INKISH like pre-show kind of thing that we're doing here. And then we will see each other in just 3.5, 4 weeks, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to see each other.
Thank you. And have a safe trip here. Promise me that, right?
Yes, thank you.